Well, I play Mo Berg, and Mo Berg was a baseball player for 15 seasons. He played for 5 different teams in the 30s primarily. He was known as the smartest man in baseball. He spoke many languages, and he was a very good defensive catcher, not the strongest hitter, but a good utility player, and was also a bit unknown. A lot of the other players, they called him the professor, but they thought he was kind of strange. And when World War II broke out, he became a spy. And he joined the OSS, which was the precursor to the CIA. And all throughout World War II, he traveled across Europe and was involved in a mission, which is what we focus our film on, about trying to determine whether or not Werner Heisenberg was heading the atomic fission program for the Nazis. And yeah, it's a crazy story, and it's a true story, and he really is one of the more fascinating figures I've ever read about. And so at a certain point, I think both Ben and I just tried to read as much as we could and then figure out an aspect of this man that seemed true to who he was, and then we just picked a lane because we had to film.
Yeah, I think that as the process goes on, you become more and more specific, so that the very general observations you make about the character, you know, was he egocentric, was he a bit on the spectrum, all those very general observations have to narrow down into very specific body language and ways of saying things. That was fascinating, that ultimately you had to define the character in absolutely tangible terms. I think that, you know, the story moves between moments of adventure and suspense into moments of sort of self-discovery and introspection. So it's you know, not a straight adventure story nor a straight biopic. So I'm curious as to how many different stories I can tell. You know, at heart, it's the only thing I feel I'm good at is being a storyteller, and I'm at this point intrigued by just how many things I could do that I'm not supposed to be doing. I mean, no one ever told me I was going to make a spy thriller. And I thought, wow, okay, next maybe I'll make a ballet movie. So that's what drives me, really, is to, you know, where do I go next? Where's the river going to take me?
Yeah, I think at a certain point you almost have to abandon master plan and what is available to you at the time, but then also what just seems interesting. You know, this is I read this script a while ago, and I never forgot about it. I kept thinking, that is a really interesting person. I knew nothing about Mo Berg, but I can't believe he existed. And, you know, the opportunity to try and discover something about the guy was absolutely, it was appealing, and I wanted to try and do it. And same thing with going off and, you know, running around with ants. It's like the coolest thing ever. Like, what? I get to wear a suit and do that. And so these are all fun and exciting experiences. You know, not just hopefully the films are good too.